Come alive outside is an action. It's something you do. It's also a reminder of what works. A lifestyle that used to be the norm, but is becoming out of date. Most importantly, come alive outside is a choice. A choice between living outside, making memories with your family, relaxing in the fresh air, or getting stuck behind the computer or the TV. The numbers are in, and we know that our country is suffering from a nature deficiency disorder. There's nothing wrong with having 3 TVs or playing video games, but we don't need to have them all on at the same time and have them on all day long. The amount of time that adolescents spend consuming media each day has gone up drastically, even in the last 15 years. There's always another screen to look at and be absorbed in. The amount of time we spend indoors consuming media has a very real effect on us. A recent study by the U.S. Bureau of Land Management found that the average American child can recognize over 1,000 corporate logos, but can only identify 10 plant and animal species that are native to their region. According to the U.S. Center for Disease Control, 1 in 10 adult Americans suffer from depression. All of the gadgets and gizmos that take up all of our time and energy are not really making us any happier. But recent studies have shown that just going for a walk outside is one of the most successful ways to reduce the symptoms of depression. Thanks in part to our sedentary lifestyle, childhood and adolescent obesity has tripled since 1980. The rates of type 2 diabetes are following a similar trend. Now, as you read this and let it sink in, it should become apparent that something is broken about the way that we live our lives today. For all the hours that we work, for all that we've gained through the 21st century, something has been lost. Come alive outside is a way to reclaim the vitality of life. Rather than worrying about how much our children's little feet weigh, we should be worrying about them getting too wrinkled from playing with the fish. Rather than trying to get our children to turn off the TV and go play outside, we should be worried about how to get them to come inside for dinner again. What if all the energy and passion that gets poured into a video game was redirected to a family board game on the back patio, or just spending time together? It hasn't quite happened yet, but as these things continue to disappear, as we move our relaxation and our play into the house, as these things disappear, it leaves a great question as to what the future will look like. The future of our children's health, the future of our mental health, the future of our planet. All of these questions have answers when we come alive outside. So how can we reverse some of these trends that are leading us in the wrong direction? It's a cycle that starts with the individual, spreads to the families, influences our businesses, and ultimately changes our communities. When an individual becomes inspired, when you start to get back outside, feeling the joy of being in the open air, it's contagious. It spreads to your family and friends. It makes your work more meaningful. So many people across the country are finding ways to use the energy and passion that they have for coming alive outside to influence their businesses and what they do. And all of this ultimately leads to more flourishing communities that are healthy and vibrant and active, which in turn encourages even more individuals and families to join the party and come alive outside. So what can I do? And what is this website all about? First of all, put on your outside shoes and get out there. Then, spread the word. Organize a picnic with your friends. Take your family to the park. Find a running buddy. For all kinds of great stories about what people are doing across the country to come alive outside, check out the blog on this website. If you need more inspiration for things to do with your family or why living outdoors is so important, check out some of the tips of the day. Businesses across North America, especially in the lawn and landscape industries, have started to embrace Come Alive Outside and move it to the center of what they do. Click on the Edge button to find out more about how Come Alive Outside can help your business capture the business opportunities of today by creating a better world for tomorrow. With inspired individuals at the helm, communities throughout the US and Canada have started to host events and find ways to create a culture of outdoor living in their hometowns. To find out more about how to create a Come Alive Outside community, visit the resources section of this website. There are so many great things that you can do, but it all starts when you step outside the front door. There's no better time than right now. So go ahead, stand up, grab a friend, and come alive outside.